What does it mean to be an abode of peace? This question lies at the very heart of a small, tranquil nation tucked away on the island of Borneo. For many, Brunei is a name associated with immense wealth from oil and gas. Yet its full name, Negara Brunei Darussalam, tells a much deeper story. It speaks of a history rich with ancient kingdoms, spiritual transformation, and a profound commitment to stability. To understand this nation, we must first look into the meaning of its name. It is a name that is not just a label, but a declaration of its identity and its aspirations for all its people. This journey into the name of Brunei Darussalam is like exploring a hidden ecosystem. Each word is a clue to its past and a guide to its present. Why was Darussalam added to its name? And what secrets does the word Brunei itself hold? The answers are woven into the very fabric of its culture, its faith, and its governance. We will travel back in time through centuries of trade, royalty, and faith. We will see how these powerful forces shaped a small coastal settlement into the modern sovereign state we see today, one that proudly carries a name that promises peace and sanctuary. The name is a constant presence in the lives of the Bruneian people. It is heard in national songs, seen on official documents, and spoken with a sense of quiet pride. It represents a promise made by its leaders and a hope held by its citizens. This promise is one of tranquility, order, and spiritual well-being, all under the guidance of a benevolent ruler. As we explore the layers of meaning, we see that the name is not merely a formality, it is a living concept that influences everything, from the nation's laws to the daily lives of its communities, creating a unique and fascinating society. So let us begin our exploration. We will peel back the layers of history, one by one. We will listen to the echoes of ancient languages and understand the profound impact of a new faith. We will discover how a tiny sultanate on the edge of the South China Sea came to be known as the Abode of Peace. This is the story of Brunei Darussalam, a name that encapsulates a kingdom's soul. It is a journey that reveals how a nation's identity can be beautifully captured in just a few powerful words, resonating through generations. Brunei is a remarkable place. It is a small country located on the north coast of Borneo, an island it shares with Malaysia and Indonesia. Its coastline meets the gentle waves of the South China Sea. The nation is completely surrounded by the Malaysian state of Sarawak. Despite its small size, Brunei holds a significant presence on the world stage. This is largely due to its vast reserves of oil and natural gas. This natural wealth has transformed the nation, providing its citizens with a high standard of living and funding impressive modern infrastructure that stands in harmony with its lush, green environment. The landscape of Brunei is a world of contrasts. In its capital, Bandar Seri Begawan, you can see magnificent mosques with golden domes that touch the sky. You can also find modern buildings and bustling markets. But just a short distance away, the wild heart of Borneo beats strongly. Vast areas of the country are covered in pristine rainforest. These forests are home to an incredible diversity of life, from the shy proboscis monkey to the majestic hornbill. The government has made great efforts to protect these natural treasures, ensuring they remain for future generations to witness and appreciate. At the heart of Bruneian life is its monarchy. The Sultan of Brunei is one of the world's longest reigning monarchs. He is not just a head of state but also a deeply respected figure who holds a central role in the nation's governance and spiritual life. The Sultanate has a long and storied history, stretching back over 6 centuries. This long line of rulers has provided the country with a sense of stability and continuity that is rare in our modern world. The deep respect for the monarchy is a cornerstone of the nation's identity and social fabric. The people of Brunei are known for their gentle and welcoming nature. Their culture is a rich blend of Malay traditions and Islamic values. This creates a society that is both conservative and incredibly polite. Family and community are very important here. Life often moves at a slower, more considered pace, far from the frantic rush of many other capital cities. This peaceful atmosphere is perhaps one of the nation's greatest treasures. a living embodiment of the peace promised in its very name, offering a glimpse into a different way of life. The story of the name Brunei begins long ago, in a time of maritime trade and ancient empires. The exact origin is a subject of historical discussion, but many clues point towards a fascinating connection with the Sanskrit language. One popular theory suggests that the name evolved from the word Varunai. In Sanskrit, this can be translated to mean seafarers. This makes perfect sense. The early settlers of Brunei were skilled sailors and traders who navigated the vast waters of the South China Sea. They built their homes along the Brunei River, using the waterway as a highway to the world. Another compelling tale comes from the founding of the kingdom. Legend says that a group of explorers led by a figure named Awang Alak Betatar landed on the coast of Brunei. Upon finding this perfect location, with its protected river mouth and abundant resources, he is said to have exclaimed, "Baru Na." In the local dialect, this means, "There it is," or "Now we have found it." Over time, this joyful declaration may have been shortened and transformed into the name Brunei. This story connects the name directly to the very moment of the nation's birth, a powerful and popular local narrative. Historical records from other nations also give us clues. Chinese texts from as early as the 6th century mention a kingdom on Borneo, referring to it by names like Poli or Puni. Many historians believe these were early names for Brunei. These records describe a prosperous kingdom that sent envoys and tribute to the imperial court of China. This shows that Brunei was already an important political and trading center in the region long before European powers arrived. The name may have changed, but its reputation as a thriving port has remained constant through the centuries. Whether the name came from Sanskrit scholars, a founder's exclamation, or the records of Chinese scribes, one thing is clear: the name Brunei is deeply connected to its identity as a maritime nation. It speaks of a people who lived by the sea, who traded with distant lands, and who built a prosperous society on the banks of a life-giving river. The name carries the echoes of these ancient sailors and traders. It reminds us that before it was known for oil, Brunei was known for its mastery of the seas and its strategic place in the world. The history of Brunei took a momentous turn with the arrival of Islam. Before the 14th century, the people of the region followed local beliefs and were influenced by the Hindu-Buddhist traditions of powerful neighboring empires like Srivijaya and Majapahit. These early kingdoms left their mark on the culture and language, as we saw with the possible Sanskrit origin of Brunei. But the arrival of Muslim traders from the Middle East, India, and the Malay archipelago brought with it a new faith that would reshape the very soul of the kingdom and set it on a new path. The conversion of Brunei's ruler was a key moment in this transformation. It is widely believed that Awang Alak Betatar, the first ruler, embraced Islam in the late 14th century. He took the name Sultan Muhammad Shah, becoming the first Muslim Sultan of Brunei. This royal conversion was not just a personal act of faith. It was a political and cultural revolution. It marked the beginning of the Brunei Sultanate as an Islamic state. The new religion quickly spread among the population, becoming the guiding force in law, education, and daily life for the people. The adoption of Islam connected Brunei to a vast and powerful global community, the Islamic world. This new network brought with it fresh ideas in governance, art, and science. The Sultanate grew in power and influence, reaching its golden age in the 15th and 16th centuries under rulers like Sultan Bolkiah, the fifth Sultan. During this period, the Brunei Empire's influence stretched across most of Borneo and even reached the Philippines. The shared faith of Islam acted as a unifying force, strengthening its political and trading relationships with other Muslim kingdoms in the region. This transition from an early kingdom to an Islamic sultanate was fundamental in shaping the Brunei we see today. Islam provided a new moral and legal framework for society. It introduced the Arabic script known as Jawi, which was used for writing the Malay language. Mosques became the centers of community life, and Islamic scholars were highly respected figures. This profound change set the stage for the next chapter in Brunei's story, the addition of the name Darussalam, which would formally cement the nation's identity as a land guided by Islamic principles. In 1984, when Brunei resumed full independence, it officially adopted the name Negara Brunei Darussalam. The addition of Darussalam was a deeply significant choice. In Arabic, Darussalam translates to abode of peace or haven of peace. This name is not just a beautiful title, it is a statement of intent and a reflection of the nation's core values. It was chosen to signify that Brunei is a country where peace, stability and tranquility are cherished and protected. The name reflects a desire to create a sanctuary, both for its own citizens and as a peaceful member of the global community. The concept of Darussalam is deeply rooted in Islamic tradition. It appears in the Quran to describe paradise, a place of ultimate peace and security. By adopting this name, Brunei aligns itself with these powerful spiritual ideals. It frames the nation not just as a political entity, but as a place striving to create a harmonious society under the guidance of God. This adds a spiritual dimension to its national identity. It suggests that the peace found in Brunei is not just about the absence of conflict, but about achieving a deeper sense of well-being and spiritual contentment. The name Darussalam also reflects the country's political philosophy. Under the long reign of its sultans, Brunei has enjoyed remarkable stability. The leadership has prioritized social harmony and the welfare of its people. The nation's oil wealth has been used to provide free education, free healthcare, and subsidized housing, which helps to ensure a secure and peaceful life for its citizens. In this context, Darussalam is a promise from the ruler to the people, a promise to maintain the order and prosperity that underpins this peaceful existence, ensuring the nation remains a haven. For the people of Brunei, Darussalam is a source of immense pride. It distinguishes their nation from others. It is a reminder of their unique identity, which is built on the foundations of the Malay Islamic monarchy philosophy. It encourages a sense of collective responsibility to uphold the peace and harmony that the name represents. In everyday life, this translates into a culture of respect, politeness, and strong community bonds. The name is not just on a map, it is lived and breathed in the gentle and orderly rhythm of Bruneian society. Islam is more than just the majority religion in Brunei. It is the official state religion and the bedrock of the nation's identity. This principle is enshrined in the country's constitution and is visible in every aspect of public life. The national philosophy, known as Malayu Islam Baraja or Malay Islamic monarchy, guides the country's development. This philosophy intertwines Malay culture, Islamic faith, and the monarchy into a single, inseparable whole. It acts as a fortress, preserving Brunei's unique character against the pressures of globalization and ensuring that its traditions remain strong. The role of Islam in governance is profound and direct. The legal system in Brunei is a dual system, incorporating both British-based common law and Islamic Sharia law. In recent years, the country has moved to implement Sharia law more fully, which governs personal and family matters for Muslims and also includes broader criminal codes. This legal framework is seen as a way to uphold justice and morality according to Islamic principles. It is a clear demonstration of the nation's commitment to its faith, shaping the social order and reinforcing the values of the abode of peace. Education in Brunei also places a strong emphasis on Islamic teachings. From a young age, students learn about the principles of the faith. Islamic religious knowledge is a compulsory subject in schools. This ensures that every new generation grows up with a deep understanding of the values that define their nation. The goal is to nurture citizens who are not only knowledgeable and skilled, but also morally upright and spiritually grounded. This focus on religious education helps to preserve the cultural and spiritual heritage of Brunei for the future, embedding it in the minds of the youth. The visual landscape of Brunei is a testament to the importance of Islam. The skyline of the capital is dominated by the stunning golden domes of its mosques, such as the Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque and the Jame' Asr Hassanil Bolkiah Mosque. These are not just places of worship, they are national symbols of immense pride and beauty. The call to prayer echoes through the cities 5 times a day, setting the rhythm of daily life. Public holidays are centered around the Islamic calendar. This constant presence of Islamic symbols and practices reinforces the nation's identity as a devout Islamic state. The full name, Negara Brunei Darussalam, serves as a bridge, connecting the nation's rich heritage with its vision for the future. Negara is the Malay word for nation or state, signifying its status as a modern sovereign country recognized on the global stage. Brunei connects it to its ancient history, to the seafaring traders and the powerful Sultanate of centuries past. Darussalam anchors it firmly in its Islamic faith and its aspiration to be an abode of peace. Together, these 3 words create a complete and powerful identity for this unique nation. Under the leadership of its Sultan, His Majesty Sultan Hassan al-Bolkiah, Brunei continues to navigate the complexities of the modern world while holding fast to its traditions. The nation has embraced modern technology, developed its infrastructure, and engaged in international diplomacy. Yet it does so through the lens of its MIB philosophy. This ensures that progress does not come at the cost of its cultural and spiritual identity. The name Negara Brunei Darussalam acts as a constant reminder of this delicate balancing act, to be modern, to be Bruneian, and to be an abode of peace, all at once. On the international stage, the name Brunei Darussalam often evokes images of stability, wealth, and tradition. It is perceived as a peaceful and orderly nation, a calm corner in a sometimes turbulent Southeast Asia. For some, its strict laws are a point of discussion, but for many others, its commitment to peace and its unique cultural identity are seen as admirable. The name itself, particularly Darussalam, contributes to this perception, immediately communicating a message of tranquility and order that distinguishes it from other nations and sparks curiosity. Ultimately, the name Negara Brunei Darussalam is a source of immense cultural pride for its people. It is a declaration of who they are and what they stand for. It tells a story of a kingdom that has weathered the tides of history, that has embraced a deep faith, and that strives to create a peaceful and prosperous home for its citizens. It is more than just a name on a map, it is the soul of a nation, a promise of peace passed down through generations, and a guiding star for its journey into the future.